going on, everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, and it's Christmas. Oh, did you think I was gonna let this fine holiday go away without me giving something to my people, giving something to y'all, man? Of course I was. Y'all think very little of me. Right now, y'all should have been done eating, huh? Probably done drinking, got your ass whooped at the spades table, Monopoly, Uno, possibly, huh? I know you didn't win. I know you didn't. So stop the cap. And this has probably come as a shock. When you thought your night was over, hell no. Here I am. Get your back up in it. Christmas time, baby. Happy holidays to everyone that's watching this video, man. Those in the Discord, those listening, supporting me on Apple and Spotify, my people. Happy holidays to you and your family, man. Nothing but love to y'all. I hope y'all been safe. I hope that your gifts wasn't ass. I hope the gifts that you gave were well received. Not that fake shit. Not when you give them a gift, I'm like, oh, this is so nice. Look at it. Look what you got me. I'm so happy. And they hate it and it will be regifted. I hope you're not a victim of that. I'm pretty sure you guys are good gift givers. Anyway, we are here to talk about Zack Snyder's Netflix film Rebel Moon. Now, I don't know if it's a 2-part or a 3-part. I know for a fact a second one is coming. They said it releases next year in like April, I think. But I don't know if there's a 3rd part. If it's got real trilogy vibes going on. But we're going to talk about what we got right now. And I would like to say, first off, I think it was fun. Okay, before I rate this thing, I'm going to save the rating for the end of the video. So, what I will say about it, it is fun. It's not like super, like, original. It's just not. I mean, like, the premise itself, it's something that I do enjoy in its simplicity. Right? It's nothing for you to overthink with this film. It's your run of the mill. There's a big galactic power coming to take resources from other tiny planets or sub parent planets or just whatever. Okay, we got big ass guns. You have none. We're taking your shit to grow the empire. We've seen that before. It also has one of my favorite like movie things when it comes to this type of stuff. The old gathering of the troops, right? I'm a sucker. I personally am a sucker for the movies whether it's a bank heist, um, like a SWAT type mission, or anytime where you have to develop a team and it's like, hey, we got to go fucking save this thing or we got to get this done. Do you know some people? And there's always like, I might know a few. Cut to like a montage of wily characters that specifying these different skills and you're gathering them up and you always catching them. I love the convenience, like it's like it's like every time you do that, these motherfuckers are somehow always in an event where they're partaking in their skill. Right? Like this film, right? Our boy, I guess a prince. What was his name? Let's see if I can find his name. I'm gonna call this man Prince Shirtless. Oh, Tarak, aka Prince Shirtless. The man didn't have a piece of cloth over his body this entire time. And as a man with a dad bod, I'm gonna say I'm triggered. Huh? I'm a little bit triggered. My boy, put a shirt on. That's not a man body. What you got there, huh? With your chiselly self. Look like you got nothing to do all day but be in the gym. Huh? Fuck you. Okay, get you some kids. Get you some badass kids that stress you. A girl that just constantly feeds you so you're unattractive to other women. So then you develop this dad bod. Get some of that in your life, my G. Or get yourself a t-shirt. But anyway, so Prince Shirtless Tarak, right? For instance, I don't know what his skill is really. He rides the wild birds, but it just so happened that when they needed somebody, I don't know, fearless or acrobatic, they went. They was like, "Oh, let me go find this acrobatic nigga I know." You know what I'm saying? And what do you know? We pull up to the planet looking for him. Guess what he's doing? Taming wild ass the griffins or some shit, whatever that giant bird was. Taming griffins and flying through the sky and jumping off of cliffs, free falling on back onto the back of this large dangerous beast. And you're like, that's the motherfucker we need right there. Him. Or how about my girl, Nemesis? I do love her name. She's like the swordsmith. What do we find her doing? Fighting some creepy giant fucking spider in a dark ass alley that's kidnapping kids. I don't know. I don't know. But we needed a sword. We need the sword lady. What is she doing? Playing with swords. The only motherfucker they found, like, actually just fucking doing absolutely nothing for once, was like the great general, my boy, General Titus, right? Who is in everything. That motherfucker there is an amazing actor. You could put him in, he's in Gladiator, he was in Amistad. It's like if you need a giant black man, he was in that movie Push, huh? He was in Constantine as the witch doctor. That motherfucker is everywhere, and guess what? He slays these type of roles. He just does. It's his voice. The motherfucker's tall as shit, and he's got that commanding ass African voice. And it's like, oh, we need, what's his type? He's his only type. That's what I appreciate about him. You can't just go get you one of those. You can't go get you a Digimon Hantus. Oh my god, this motherfucker's name is something else. You know when they put the two consonants next to each other, Digimon. I used to like Digimon. Digimon? Hansu? Nigga, I have no idea, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Cut it the fuck out. But Digimon, if you need a Digimon type, it ain't one. It ain't one. He's the only one. It's like, oh, I need a Morgan Freeman type. It ain't one. It's like some people that's just one of one. Okay, Digimon, uh, Morgan Freeman. You ain't gonna find one of those. And a Samuel Jackson. What's a Samuel Jackson type? It ain't none. You just need Samuel. But yeah, so he was the only one sitting around not doing shit. Drunk as hell, sure, but he wasn't displaying his general capabilities. But that's my favorite shit about those movies. It's so delightfully corny, but it gets me every time. I'm like, ooh, what can they do? Oh, I totally ignore like the non-realistic aspect. Like, okay, I need a sword lady. Why couldn't I just fucking go talk to the sword lady and be like, why she just couldn't be kicked up enjoying a nice tea? And it's like, oh, you got a mission? Fuck it, I'll do it. And then we'll find out when she gets to the battle. But yeah. So they got me with that part. I'm going to always fall in love with movies where you have to gather the troops and they get to display their like thing. So the main character, Cora, who is so goddamn beautiful. Jesus Christ. Ain't this the chick from The Mummy? I remember watching The Mummy with Tom Cruise, and I'm like, that's one sexy ass mummy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, of like sexy, dangerous women, there's like her as the mummy. There's like Aaliyah in Queen of the Damned. Jesus. And then it was like, what was Machine Gun Kelly girlfriend name? But she was like, I don't know, a vampire, or she was eating blood, or I don't know. She was creepy, but she was just fine. I think it's like Megan Fox. Yeah, there you go, Megan Fox. She was a hot, terrifying chick. But yeah, Sophia, who is Cora, God, she is like her construction of her face is like perfection. And then you throw that French ass accent up in there. The movie was solid for me to watch just because she was the main character. I know, little Neanderthal, little cavemanish, but it is what it is. The woman commands my rail's attention. Huh? Just want to sit there and go, oh yeah, what you doing next? And you know, female powerful lead. You already know. You already know. So it's got all the makings of a good thing for real. But also, your show is only as good as your villain, right? Anytime you got heroes, I need to see the villains because the villains will dictate how hard you got to go to accomplish said mission. Like the villains really drive the story. If you got a puss ass villain, huh? You ain't gotta do much. If you're like an unbeatable hero type, then you're just washing through people and it's like there's nothing there. You need the sicker, the more deranged, i.e., a Joker type. Like you need that, and I think they found that in this Admiral Atticus. Even though I was getting like, it felt like a low budget Star Wars type vibe mixed with like Nazis in space or something like it felt like Nazis in space. They was dressed like M Bison and fucking Sagat from fucking from Street Fighter, right? Atticus was looking like M Bison in this bitch, but he looks villainous and he is poking motherfuckers in the back of their spine. He is a problem. And his favorite way of murdering people is bludgeoning them with this heavy ass cane. Like you saw what they did to my boy from what he did to my boy from Billions. Ain't no fucking algorithm or Wall Street gonna save your ass from some psycho dressed as a Street Fighter character with a giant cane, and he's one strike with it. My boy perfected the kill, the art of the one swing kill. Yeah, so he's a problem. So it felt good, right? And it's a regular plot. She was a part of them at one point. The king died mysteriously. I wonder if they're blaming her for the murder. I'm pretty sure that's more to the story for us to figure out later. They just keep saying, we on bullshit because somebody killed our king, so y'all fucked. Somebody assassinated our king, now we at y'all throats. And it's bullshit because clearly these other planets had nothing to do with the assassination of the king. So I don't know why you keep using my man's name in vain when you know you just want some grains and shit. But it's not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? I like it. It's an unbeatable formula. You got this, we want your shit. Fight for it. All right, cool. And we're gonna do it in space. So the weapons are dope, right? They got like these fake lightsabery type swords that light up. They got the guns with the unlimited ammo. Huh? Everybody's Han Solo with the grip. Everybody's got a pulsating pole type weapon thing. The cinematography I thought was extra dope. Zack Snyder knows he could put some cinema. He hires great cinematography people. I love the way it was shot. I love like the darkness of certain scenes, not too dark. You know, just that perfect gloomy. Like when shit was gloomy, you felt the gloominess. But when it was supposed to be beautiful and magical, you saw that too. Her standing out on there and looking at the giant sun and maybe another planet next to it. That's dope shit. So cinematography, I'm giving that like a 9 out of 10. I really felt the vibes in that. But if I have to nitpick with Rebel Moon, if I have to do it, y'all know I have to do it. Nothing is just gonna satisfy Rail to complete. It's just not gonna be. Nothing's gonna be perfect. I gotta come at something. If it was one thing I didn't appreciate in this movie was the OD use of the slow motion fight scenes. Like the fighting was cool. I was liking the fighting choreography. It was dope. What I didn't enjoy is every fucking other move. It was slow motion. It's like fight ooh. Let me tell you something. There's two people that did slow motion shit, right? It was The Matrix. They fucking introduced it. And then 300 was the ones who perfected the speed up, slow down shit. That was perfect. They were the breakthrough people in that. And then everybody started ODing on it. And thank God for John Wick because he's like, we ain't slowing shit down. If you ain't catch me punching him in his throat, you missed it. Rewind. I enjoy that now. I enjoy that much more than the overuse of the slow motion. Let me tell you what slow-mo is made for. You're supposed to be fighting, and then when you do some extra dope shit, that's when you kick on the slow motion. It's like, oh, we definitely don't want motherfucker to miss this. He She slipped a dot. She slipped a jab, came underneath, wrapped, snapped his neck, and then get back to business. That would have been some cold shit to slow mo. Not every other right hook, my G. Come on. Every other punch is a slow motion. Ha ha. Ba ba ba. Slow elbow. Ba ba ba. Slow palm to the face. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Slow shot. Like, oh, I fucking get it. Like, that nigga Zack Snyder had his finger on the fucking slow-mo button, like, and now. Okay. Go, no. I got this. Boom. Boom. Hit him with the slow-mo. You know what this is missing? Slow motion. So yes, he could have took that out. He could have shortened that. I ain't need all that. Give me just the regular fighting scenes. The choreography was perfect as it was. Didn't need all that extra shit. Also, I can't help but notice this film probably would have been 10 times better if we slapped a fat ass R on it. Like a big, nasty ass rated R right there. Or even, let's get crazy and make it MA. Huh? Let's do some MA. Now, when it comes to, ratings, when it comes to, rating a film, I understand the thought process of wanting to make PG-13. I only understand that process when it's a movie release, like in theaters, a theater release. Because if you make a movie PG-13, it's automatically guaranteed to make more money. Why? Because now teens and kids can go in there and watch it parentless, no problem. Huh? You don't need your parent around. R and MA, you got to be 18 and up. So you're going to cut money immediately. You're going to cut ticket sales because you're excluding so many other age groups, right? I get that part. But this felt like That's the thing about Zack Snyder. We saw Justice League, the first one. Fucking trash, right? But then we see the one he wanted to do. And that was some like rated R shit. And it was 4-5 hours long. And it didn't feel like it. It was fucking amazing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Zack Snyder's cut. It's like he wants so badly to make his, like a franchise type thing, I don't know, like he wants to prove that he could go PG-13 and be very successful in it. But I honestly think his niche is rated R. Like this wanted to be R so bad. There were so many cutting off heads. So many they substituted you see they substituted blood for like laser holes, right? Like oh blood no, but if we're shooting niggas with lasers, there's just a big ass burn hole. We're fine as long as it don't show that much blood. But the thing that really tipped me off that was like this nigga wanted to go rated R. But I don't know if it was, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it even matters if it's on Netflix. So if anybody has any like theories on it, that'd be great. But it was that one scene that could have been, okay, what's my man's name? The farmer, right? The farmer, Gunnar. Okay, right. So we just have a nice little the friendly farmer. He didn't sign up for none of this shit. He's just kind of thrown into it. He just is not a warrior. He plants seeds, right? So he's out with Cora, and they're at the bar. All right, you follow me with this scene? They go to the bar, and because he's a beautiful man, I'm assuming, here comes this like disformed alien or humanoid type creature trying to like purchase him jailhouse style. Like talking about I'm taking you upstairs, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z to you. This is what's happening. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait. And then she's like, he's not for sale. And he's like, hey, everybody's for sale. I got money. And I said, well, this is what the fuck? Why? Why is he trying to R-word our poor farmer? And you know what? I swear, maybe next year I won't go into as many rants that has nothing to do with like the show. I'm gonna try to like limit my little rail rants, but I'm gonna get this. I got to get this one off, right? Just bear with me. It has absolutely nothing to do with the show, but like Every day, when I get on this camera, I try to be as PC as possible. Right? I'm an '80s baby. We seen our cartoons were dark. We had dark shit. Bullying was every other. It wasn't even really bullying unless you was getting your ass beat. Like if you was getting talked about, like I'm from that cloth. But somebody help me why I gotta say R word or instead of like kill, I gotta say like unalive. Like is the R word why is that triggering? Like that's an actual word that's in the dictionary that defines something. Like if I have to say something like, oh, then the alien creature tried to take advantage of him forcefully. Like there, you know why we make words to sum that whole thing up? Like what the fuck is that? Is it like a bad word? Like is it the fucking? It's an actual word to describe something horrible. But I don't get. But okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't know why we can't use the words for what they're fucking used for. Why am I doing that? Well, anyway, this fucking alien tried to R word our very nice farmer, and I was just like, and I kept looking. I was like, this is PG-13, right? And that kills me. Like blood, decapitation, and it wasn't even that much cussing in this. And like cussing, you get away with certain stuff in PG-13. It's not really all that, but and I know sexual stuff, like as far as nudity, right? Like that's your rated R. But the suggestion of R word and a gentleman at the bar, unnecessary, like that, you could have took that completely out the movie. I only bring it up to say this was supposed to be a rated R movie. That's how I feel. I ain't did no research. I'm just watching it. I see that scene, and it immediately made me go, would I want to explain that to my 12 or 13-year-old if we were sitting there watching it together? Like, Dad, what are you trying to take? What are you trying to do to him? Like, what do you mean buy him? Like, to do what? And it's like, ooh, fam. Right? Like, okay, if it was just R, then I wouldn't even have to have this conversation because he wouldn't even be there. You get me? So this should have been rated R. So I'm mad at him for not doing it. Fuck them kids, man. FTK, what you trying to be the family friendly? Fuck all that. Give the adults what they want. We're into space and shooting shit. That's not their world. That's what we want. But yeah. So I thought they could have dealt with a lot of more. I think it would have been better rated R for sure. What else? Cora is she was kind of plain as the main character. She ain't really giving me much outside of looking good. Her acting is it seemed like everybody was going through the motions. And this thing was fucking star studded. It was like the Expendables of movies. Like anybody that was a name, they was all in this motherfucker. Like look at it, like Anthony Hopkins and Charlie Hunnam. I like Charlie Hunnam's character. This whole time you think he's like a Han Solo type, right? The bad boy, oh, I know you want to get with me, and we start feeling good, like, oh, they're gonna get together, like this is nice. I like that little twist. The whole man, look, I've been to a planet where motherfuckers came through and tortured them. I'm not gonna be on that side. And turns in the whole group. That was fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I enjoyed it. So that was a nice little twist. But yeah, they brought everybody out on this one. But like I said, it was still fun. Those are my only few gripes with it, so I don't know. It wasn't anything else I felt that it needed. And I'm looking forward to part two. It feels like there's a giant war coming now that the black dude is dead. He had an army. So clearly Korra's about to lead a whole nother army against them. And Atticus, it ain't really dead, even though he fell like at the bottom of the planet. I don't even know what the fuck that was about. And then he went to like another world where he met the person that's actually in charge. And I don't know. He could send people back from the dead. I was very confused. But Atticus is coming back. And I would imagine he's going to be fucking worse than when he first died. I mean, my boy was sitting there getting high to the body. He was taking body highs. Fuck a edible. Huh? Fuck finding a vein. He was strapping joints, chest, rib cage, just green juicing it out. Green vape to the body. That's a fucking monster right there. And I feel like if it's a 3-part, the second one is gonna be more so like Empire Strikes Back type shit. I'm telling you, it's very heavy Star Warsian, I feel. Like, this felt like a New Hope type joint. And, like, if Atticus is really fucking people up in the second movie and it ends like that, that's your Empire Strikes Back. And, of course, we'll wrap this thing up with the third movie, Return of the Jedi, Return of the Core, where they get with some other fuzzy characters and they fucking take these people out. I could very well see that coming. I don't know if it's 3. Y'all be doing more research than me. Okay? So you let me know. You let me know. But as far as it stands, man, it was a pretty decent film. It was pretty decent. And I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was just fun. You could turn your brain off and just enjoy some space shit for a little while. See the different creatures. Like the Spider-Woman was fucking dope. She was pure nightmare fuel. So I really enjoyed that. Who else was there? I didn't really see too much of their other people's fighting prowess. So that'll be dope to see them like come together. And I see that it ended with them about to teach some farmers how to fight back, which is always another. I'm sucker for that too. That whole Braveheart. Look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some shit. We're up against the big odds. Let's put something in the. We gotta get trickery. It's gotta be trickery to beat the big guns. So I am very much looking forward to part 2 though. But it was decent. I give it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. And that was your holiday movie review. Huh? You're welcome. You're welcome. So get back to your family or get that sleep if you got to be back at work tomorrow, like myself. Bright and early, I got to be there at 6 a.m., meaning I got to wake up at 4. But with that, man, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, make word else out of here. Peace. Merry Christmas. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy, Hollywood Rail. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? All right, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, all right? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,